Whoa. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Seven Smushed Eggy channel. Welcome back to another CD collection analysis. This is part 4 already. I did not expect this series to go on as long as it did. But here we are. That's my cat Freya. She's feeling beautiful and Tangy's in the back there. So I'm just going to start with the 2 new CDs that I recently got, just because you guys know I've always been collecting some new stuff. We're actually almost done with my entire stash, so this might be, I don't think it's going to be the last one, but I think part 5 is going to be the last until I get a lot more CDs. So let's start with Florence and the Machine. This is the deluxe version of How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful. There's a lot going on. The booklet's like its own thing and it's huge. Like, I'm not even gonna show y'all because there's like some naked pictures in there, but it's a really nice booklet. Florence is one of my favorite female artists, honestly one of my favorite artists of all time, and this is my favorite album of hers, especially the deluxe version. The only thing that would make it even better is if it had Pure Feeling and As Far As I Could Get, but those are unreleased, kind of like rare tracks. But I'm just gonna go ahead and give this one an S. There's so much artistry put behind it. And bro, Pepper, he's acting up because his birthday's on Monday and he thinks he could be spoiled. He's kind of having like an existential crisis because he's turning 6, and that's like middle age in cat years, so he's acting up. But yeah, I was really excited to get this album. I need to get her other albums because this is the only Florence CD that I have. My connection with her is that I was super into Florence and the Machine in 2019 and 2020. I just kind of have some bad memories associated with her music, unfortunately, but I'm hoping that's gonna kind of change when her new album comes out on Halloween of this year. So I'm really excited because I do really like her. So I'm gonna give this one an S, if I didn't say that already. But love Florence. I love all of her music. There isn't really an album that I would consider to be bad. I think my least favorite one though is her debut, which is Lungs. I think that's definitely her weakest. She got a lot stronger as it went on. My cats are really a part of this one, bro. Hi Tangy, hi Pepper. Dude. Oh, and then the second album that I got recently is this Radiohead CD in Rainbows. I got this one for my wife. She really likes Radiohead. I like them too. I wouldn't say like I'm the biggest fan. I know they're like super popular right now. They're super mainstream. To me, their sound can be a bit samey. I know people are really gonna disagree with me with that, but this is my favorite Radiohead album anyways. I think this one's not as popular as the other ones. I really like the CD for that one. That's really cool. But this one has a song that's in the credits of Twilight, so obviously I'm gonna like it. I like the rainbow vibe to this. I'm gonna give this an A. So that's Radiohead. Will I collect more Radiohead? I don't know, but that's what I got for that. I might have to move because this spot that I'm in is super hot. But my next CD is Shakira. Laundry Service. This CD is awesome, dude. Look at her. I love the little washing machine CD, and it's kind of clever because it like spins like a washing machine would. I love Shakira. I love girl boss pop music. I mean, she ate so early 2000s core. The booklet, I mean, it's a little cutesy, but I don't really like the way the lyrics are formatted. I'm gonna have to give it like an A-. But my history with this CD is that my mom used to listen to it all the time as a kid, so I kind of have like that childhood bias, I guess, towards it. But it's actually really good. Like, I listen to it and it's a banger. Like, especially when she sings the songs in Spanish. I always think when an artist is from another country or fluent in another language that it sounds better than the English versions, and that is definitely the case for this. You know what I really want? I want a Tokyo Hotel CD so bad, but I bet that's gonna be hard to find because Tokyo Hotel is kind of niche, aren't they? I don't really see anyone that talks about them, but I want the German version, not the English version, so keep you posted. But the Shakira CD is a banger, such a banger. So before I move spots, we're gonna take a little bit of a break and make my very expensive sake bottle into a flower vase. Because, so there's this place I go to every first Friday of the month called Aka Sushi, and it's just like an Asian restaurant. And I bought this very expensive sake. I don't remember the exact price. I just know it was like over $120. So I was feeling really fancy. I love to drink. I'm a drinker. Don't really care what people have to say about that because it's in my blood. I'm European, so I like to drink. Well, I'm not European, but my parents are Polish, and my entire family's from Poland, so you know, it's just like in the Polish blood. So I just think that this bottle is really, really pretty. I'm a huge fan of sake, cold and warm. And this one was just like the best tasting one that I've ever had in my life. Obviously, you would hope so if it cost so much, but it was literally the smoothest. Like it didn't have that like nail polish taste that some sake does. But it was definitely worth it. And I like to preserve cool bottles that I get. So I got these kind of fake flowers because they kind of remind me of like sakura leaves or sakura flowers. Obviously, this is the best that Hobby Lobby had. I'm not gonna say like it's super authentic, but you know, I work with what I can. I need to get some scissors. Okay, the flowers are free. These were really absurdly expensive, which kind of made me mad because it's literally fake flowers. I almost spent 20 bucks on these 2 little branches, but I think 2 branches was actually perfect because that's like about as much as they can really fit. Isn't that cute? That's a little flower vase. I actually really like it. I think Tangy likes it too. Freya's trying to drink my matcha. Get down there, girl. I don't know why they're so clingy, bro. Okay, it's a lot less stuffy. I managed to put my flower vase somewhere. I really hope my cats don't knock it down because that bottle was very expensive. Anyways, back to the CDs. I have Shinedown. I have like 2 Shinedown CDs, which is surprising because I like them, but I'm not like crazy about Shinedown. I think I just got these both at a very cheap price at Half Price Books or something. Oh my god. Oh, they ate, bruh. They ate. I actually kind of like this booklet. I like the little, it's a kind of like minimalistic, but they have this nice like circular design in all of them. Oh god, a jump scare. That's kind of cutesy. It's like simplistic, but it looks nice, so I can respect that. That's gonna get an A. Oh, and then this is cool too. Like this sense of, oh, that's clever. I actually really like that. See, you can be simplistic but not crusty. This album is better than the other one that I have. I will say that, just music wise and aesthetic wise. It's good. It's kind of like just dad rock, you know. I like dad rock. I actually went to go see 10 Years on Thursday. They weren't selling any CDs though, which is really freaking weird to me. They weren't even selling like vinyl, so I just had to get a shirt, unfortunately. Would have bought in a CD if I could, if it was possible. So that one's gonna get an A. My history with it, it's not that deep, you know. When I was growing up, I would hear some Shinedown songs on the radio. You know, nothing too interesting, and my thing just fell out. I got these like ear cuff things. They're cute, but holding on for dear life, bruh. Maybe my ear just too big, to be honest with you. My cat's eating my wires. He's being a little freak. This is my second Shinedown CD. I literally only bought this one because the song 45, and that song just makes me laugh really hard because it's like so it's so divorced dad. I like the color scheme of this one. Unfortunately, the songs are not very good in my opinion. Definitely the other CD is better, but I do like the presentation of this one. Not as Tangy, it's not dinner time. They're getting antsy because it's Wet Food Friday, their favorite national weekly holiday, where they get to have fancy wet food for Fridays, and they don't know how to act because dinner's like in 2 hours, and they're acting like I haven't fed them in a million years. So Shinedown's kind of amazing that I have as many albums from them that I do. It's time to take a brief intermission once more before I show y'all my last batch for today. This video went by a lot faster than my other ones, but that's okay. The 20-minute ones burned me out, like, anyways. But I'm making an Evanescence themed bag. It's not done. Obviously, like, this whole spot needs to be complete, but this is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna put this in there because it kind of matches like the color scheme. I'm not gonna tell you what the charms are for. That's not why I bought them. Hope y'all can believe me with that. I see a lot of people using these types of bags for like that's Amy Lee. She's a little bit upside down. For like anime characters, but like I just really wanted to make one for Evanescence because I love Evanescence. Obviously. That's what she's supposed to look like. And then I have this like giant Amy Lee Hello Kitty sticker. So that's kind of what I've been concocting on the side. It's pretty cool. I have a ton of like really cool, like beautiful Evanescence themed like stickers coming in. They got lost in the mail the first time, but the seller is resending them to me, plus some open door ones, which I'm super stoked about. So once that is done, I will definitely show the completed thing. But on to the next and final band for today, Sleeping with Sirens. I'm actually surprised how many Sleeping with Sirens CDs I have because I did not think I had that many. But I've been obsessed with Sleeping with Sirens. Well, I'm not going to say I am anymore, but when I was a freshman in high school, this was my shit. Same with Pierce the Veil. It's super cool. This CD is super cool. I really like it. This is just the iconic cover. Every preteen and teenager knows about it. The booklet's like okay. Low-key kind of AI generated, even though AI didn't exist. The music is really bad. The music on the CD is just really bad. I'm sorry, it did not age well. It's borderline unlistenable. Their worst CD by far. Actually, no. Their worst one is like the one of Gossip. That one was just like, I don't know what they were cooking. But this one's probably like the second worst. Unpopular opinion, I know. People love this CD, but I just think it's a mess. My cat just pushed my chair. It just does not sound good. But it's iconic. And there are like a couple songs I still like. Like You Kill Me in a Good Way. Just open up like a page in a book. That song's a banger. And Let Love Bleed Red. I really like that. But a lot of these songs, like the acoustic CD version, are like leagues better. So, sorry, Kellen Quinn. My apartments keep saying that they fixed my AC, but then it feels like 1 million degrees, and it's literally October. So, they're lying, bro, because it never used to feel this way. If y'all live in an apartment, don't let the maintenance people lie to y'all. I think they just avoid me at this point because I've contacted them like 5 times. But anyways, that's just my personal problem. One of the best Sleeping with Sirens CDs that they have. It's their little acoustic EP. This is exactly what I was mentioning Oh, I really like this CD. I know, acting like I've never seen it before, but I just, like, red is such a striking color. I really, really like it. This one only has 5 songs. They're very corny, you know, set up in, like, a scene selection, like a movie, but it's kind of sweet, kind of endearing. Kellen's voice is really good for acoustic sounding tracks. So all the songs off of the first record in the acoustic version is like leagues better, in my opinion. So this one's gonna get an S. This one's a classic. I wish, like my only flaw with this one is that I wish there was more. Like, I wish, like, the whole first album was just acoustic-ified or something like that. Or, like, some more acoustic tracks. Because, I mean, like, Stomach Tied in Knots, Don't You Ever Forget About Me and Roger Rabbit, like, those are all just, like, unique songs for this. So, that's really cool. I don't think there's a booklet for this one. Yeah, no. But I like the vibe. It's really cute. Really colorful. It really stands out. So that one's going to get an S from me. This one, whoa, you can like barely see it. It's kind of cool though. This one has a really cool gimmick because it's like for blind people. Like it's literally like in Braille. And, and the concept of it being called Feel makes a lot more sense now. Because it's like you have to feel the music type beat. I used to love this CD as a teenager. Like, I would listen to it all the time. Dude, I need to put my phone down. I need a better setup, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. So you got the Braille. You got the cool black and red, giving 21 Pilots a little bit before their time. These songs didn't age as good as I thought they would. So that was kind of a bummer. I honestly, like, haven't really listened to Sleeping with Sirens that much until recently when I rebought these CDs, because I had, like, such a positive, like, memory with all of them, obviously, because I grew up with them. The booklet's like, oh, dude, that's a fucking egg. 7 Smushed Eggy! That's the Smushed Eggy! Wait. It's all coming full circle. Do I like that he sings with MGK? No, because MGK is like mid and cringe, like almost as cringe as like Johnny Craig, bro. Do I like Kellen Quinn singing about having sex with someone? No, not really. Like, Deja Vu gives me like poison damage a little bit. That song was fire when I was 14, but as an adult I'm like, I get a little bit embarrassed, you know? Do I think this one's better than James Dean? What the fuck am I talking about? The first CD. The first CD. James Dean. Yes, this album is better than that one. But, it's a little bit cringy. It's a little bit cringy. The thing is, like, Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil, people say they're very similar, but Pierce the Veil is, like, a lot better overall. Except for their newest album. But it's okay. That one's not as bad anymore. It kind of grew on me, guys. It kind of grew on me. Okay, last Sleeping with Sirens CD that I have. This one. Whoa. This one, and I'm kind of mad because I don't have the deluxe version, and the deluxe version has the song 2 Chord, and that's one of my favorite songs, and I don't fucking have that version because it was actually kind of really hard to find Sleeping with Sirens CDs. Also, have you ever heard of moderate warning? Like, I've never heard that before. Like, it's usually parental advisory, not this like moderate impact, coarse language, and or themes. Wow. You know what album from Sleeping with Sirens I really want? The one with, like, If You Can't Hang. That one's actually really good. That one's, like, consistently good. And, the one with the candle. That one came out during, like, COVID. That CD is really, really good. And then I also want the one that came out after that. Because, honestly, I feel like as Sleeping with Sirens went on, their music got a little bit better. Except for that, like, weird period they had. Like, with the Gossip song. Yikes, that one's just really, really bad. That album is, like, so forgettable. They flopped with that one. But, yeah, Sleeping with Sirens CDs are just really, really hard to find. I kind of like this one. It's a little corny. I know people have mixed feelings about this one, but I kind of like it. I think it sounds really nice. It sounds good, like, in the car. You know, it's really harmless. It's a little bit more fluffy than some of their older stuff, but I think it suits him a little bit more. Because, like, the first album is terrible. Like, the screaming is terrible. And I like screaming, guys. I literally like screaming, but it's just not good in that one. Okay, it's just not. And then the few songs that they have screaming in this one, like, it's fine. Like, Kick Me, Better Off Dead, I think, has screaming. I don't know if I can remember. But, like, I love the song Fly. That song's funny as fuck, like, in a good way. Let bro fly. Shit. Dude, 2026, I'm gonna work on not swearing so much, because I got, like, creepy comments about, like, fetishizing me because I swear, and I'm not trying to have that in my life. I think that's, like, what made me open my eyes and realizing, like, maybe I shouldn't swear so much because people think it's, like, a fetish, and that's not what I'm going for. So this is today's batch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Part 5 is probably going to be the last one, but don't be surprised if it goes to part 6, because I'm not planning on stopping to buy CDs. I definitely am going to buy more Sleeping of Sirens. Despite, like, the negative things I was saying, I do love Sleeping of Sirens. They do have a special place in my heart, even if they're not very good. And that's okay. You know, people love Twilight and they don't think Twilight's very good. I love Twilight. I think it's good except for Breaking Dawn and Eclipse. You know, it's okay. We all have opinions. We can love things that are bad. Do you want to see my cat Tingy? Tingy! Did I even show him? Is he there? Anyways, bye guys!